Hey guys, what's up? It's Autobot Mike 18 here with another movie review. Guys, I will be reviewing Side Effects in this video. Now, Side Effects is the new thriller from director Steven Soderbergh. And guys, I went to the theater this weekend, and it was between Side Effects or Identity Thief. I went with Side Effects in the end. This movie had been getting a lot of good praise on Rotten Tomatoes. It has like an 83, 85, I don't know, but it has a really good score on Rotten Tomatoes. Identity Thief, I heard it wasn't that funny, so I decided to skip that movie. Maybe I'll see it next week, or I'll see it another time. I'm not sure yet, but I went with Side Effects, and the question is, did I make the right decision? I think I did. Overall, I really enjoyed the movie. Now, before I get into my review, I just want to show you guys something. I got this big, very big poster of the movie from my movie theater. This is the same as the little one I just had. This I'm going to probably put up on my wall, little ones for reviews and stuff. So, I went into my theater and I went to buy the tickets, and they have, sometimes they have posters for movies that have come out, and they had a poster for Side Effects, and I said, you know what, if the movie's good, I should just take one. So I took one, and the question is it worthy enough to be put on my wall of posters of movies that I really enjoyed? Yeah, I'll probably put it on the wall and keep it out there for a little while. Why not? So, in my next review, expect Side Effects to be somewhere on my wall. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Sometimes my crappy theater gives nice posters, so there's that. Anyway, back to Steven Soderbergh. I wanted to talk about him for a second. I really haven't seen a Steven Soderbergh movie before. I've always wanted to see Contagion. I heard that was excellent. And he just directed Magic Mike in 2012. I obviously skipped that because it's a movie about male strippers, even though I heard it was really good. Not for me, no. So yeah, I obviously skipped Magic Mike, and so Side Effects is the first Steven Soderbergh movie that I have seen, and this is one of his last movies that he's doing, I heard. So, in the end, was Side Effects worth it? Yes, it was. Like I said, I really enjoyed the movie overall. Of course, I had problems with it, which I will address later on. Right now, guys, I'm going to start talking about the story. Now, before I talk about the story, let me just say this much. The cast was excellent, and our main leading actress is Rooney Mara. Now, Rooney Mara, she is married to Channing Tatum in the movie, and, you know, they have a nice life. They had just got married or something, and, you know, they're this rich couple. Channing Tatum gets arrested. He's in jail for 4 years. While Channing Tatum is arrested, Rooney Mara begins to suffer from depression. Channing Tatum is released 4 years later. I forget why he was arrested. That's something I missed. I'm sorry about that. But Rooney Mara is still suffering from depression even after she's reunited with Channing Tatum. And she even contemplates killing herself in one part of the movie. She almost succeeds in doing so, and she is given a psychiatrist, a new psychiatrist played by Jude Law, and Jude Law prescribes a new drug that has just been released to Rooney Mara. I forget the name of the drug. I think it was called Ablixia, but I'm not sure if that's how you say it. So Rooney Mara takes this new drug, and obviously it has, every single drug has some sort of side effect to it. And this drug, one of its side effects is sleepwalking. So Rooney Mara she feels great while taking this drug, but she experiences the side effect of sleepwalking. So while she's experiencing sleepwalking in one part of the movie, she kills another person while sleepwalking. So that is the first half of the movie. That is all I am going to explain. That is literally the first 30 to 45 minutes of the movie. Now, then the rest of the movie, I'm not going to get into. I'm not going to talk about it because I will spoil the whole rest of the movie. So I'm not going to say anything about it. That's all I'm going to say about the movie. I can probably add this in that I can probably say this one more thing. Rooney Mara, obviously, you know, she's in trouble now for killing this person. She has to undergo this trial, and then everyone's pointing fingers at Jude Law saying, why did you prescribe this drug to her? You know, obviously it had a bad side effect, and it really affected Rooney Mara. So, you know, that's all I can say, guys. I'm really sorry if I spoiled the movie in any way. I tried to explain it as best as I can without spoiling it. It's a very tough movie to give the premise of without spoiling it. So I hope I did my best there. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to get into, guys, is the cast. I'm going to talk about the cast because that was easily one of the best parts of this movie. This movie had outstanding performances, and our main leading actor is not Channing Tatum, as some people probably thought. It is actually Jude Law. Now, Jude Law, like I said, he's a psychiatrist. Jude Law was absolutely fantastic in this movie. He gave an outstanding performance, easily the best performance I had seen from an actor all year long. Well, I've only seen 3 movies, but still, Jude Law, I really loved him in this movie. He was excellent. So thumbs up for Jude Law. I mean, I love how he is, dealing with this pressure of this case of Rooney Mara, because that was his patient. And he prescribed this drug to her, so, he's coming under fire, and he's trying to solve, because there's something else going on that he is trying to solve. So, really like Jude Law in the movie. Excellent. I would love to see him in another movie this year. Then we also have Rooney Mara. Like I said, she plays the girl that is dealing with this depression, and she takes this new drug. Now, I've always wanted to see Rooney Mara in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Was she really good in that movie, guys? Can you let me know? I never saw it. She got nominated for an Oscar for it, and I still want to see it. But she was excellent in this movie. She was really good. But the thing about Rooney Mara's character is we see a lot of her in the first half of the movie. And then towards the middle and the end, we see a lot less of her, especially in the middle. We only see her in a couple of scenes. Then in the end, we see her more. But Rooney Mara is a main character for the first half of the movie. The second half of the movie and the end, that part of the movie primarily focuses on what Jude Law's character is going through. So that's something I was actually surprised with. I thought I was going to see more of her, Rooney Mara, in the middle, but we see a lot more of Jude Law, because he's the main character in this movie, really, when you think about it. Then, like I said, we have Channing Tatum in the movie. Channing Tatum, who I absolutely loved in 21 Jump Street. He was hilarious in that movie. Glad to see him in Side Effects. He was really good in the movie. However, he was... Again, he wasn't in the movie as much as I thought he would be. He was in it a lot, but, just not a lot, Jude Law was in the movie the most out of all the actors I'm about to mention. And then the last one, last actor that I need to mention is Catherine Zeta-Jones in the movie. She plays one of Rooney Mara's older psychiatrists. We see her in the beginning. We're introduced to her character in the beginning. And then towards the middle and the end of the movie, her character becomes a lot more relevant, especially to this case with Rooney Mara, and I thought Catherine Zeta-Jones was really good in the movie as well. Could have seen a little bit more of her, but she was still good. And we also have Ann Dowd in the movie. If you guys remember my review of Compliance, I really loved that movie, and I thought Ann Dowd was fantastic in Compliance. She was good in this, but again, hardly in it, same with Channing Tatum. But that's basically the whole cast. I thought every single performance was great, but the performance that absolutely wowed me was definitely Jude Law, for sure. I was really impressed with his performance in this movie. He's a really good actor. Now, guys, the next thing I want to get into, another thing I really enjoyed about the movie, is the movie score. Thomas Newman is composed the score for this movie, and I love Thomas Newman's work. I loved the score for Finding Nemo, for The Adjustment Bureau, for A Series of Unfortunate Events, and again, he had another great score with Side Effects. I was really into the music with the movie. Other thing I enjoyed about the movie, this movie is a thriller. It's not just a thriller, it's a psychological thriller, which I will get into in a minute. That's an important thing I have to talk about. And the question is, are there intense scenes, or is there suspense in the movie? That's always what I look for in a thriller. Were there thrills? Yes, there were thrills in this movie. I would have loved, a couple more intense scenes, but the scenes that were in the movie were good. There had to be at least 3 good intense scenes. There was a twist in the movie where I was like, wow, I can't believe that just happened. So there is definitely that with this thriller. And the last thing I will get into, guys, before I give my rating of the movie, is the movie's rating. This movie is rated R. Now, is R a good rating? Yes, I would say so. There is language in this movie. There is some violence in this movie. Like I said, when Rooney Mara kills this person, there is violence in that scene. There is nudity in the movie. There is sexuality in the movie. So there's that to be aware of as well. Kids, I really wouldn't recommend they see this movie. Just to put that out there. Now, I will finally get into my rating of Side Effects, guys. Now, this was tough. I was sitting there watching the movie, and as I was watching the first half, I was saying, you know what, I'm probably going to give this movie an 8.5. I might even get it up to a 9. Then I was watching the middle, and I was like, you know what, I got to demote this movie's score down. Some with the middle I wasn't too happy about, which I will get to. And then towards the end, I'm like, oh, this is a really good ending. So I was stuck in the end between 8 or 8.5. So, guys, I will give this movie an 8.25 out of 10. I'm going to cut my rating in half. I'm going to give it an 8.25 out of 10. I really enjoyed Side Effects. Really great movie. Another great movie of 2013. Not Mama, Warm Bodies, and Side Effects. 2 really good movies I've just seen. Now, the things that I liked about the movie, like I said, I really enjoyed the performance in this movie. Easily the performances were the best thing of this movie, the best thing going for this movie. Jude Law was so into this movie. I was so into his performance. Easily one of the best parts of this movie was Jude Law. And the rest, like I said, Rooney Mara, Channing Tatum, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Ann Dowd, all great in this movie, really. They all were really good. And then we have, like I said, another thing I really liked was the story was so well written. The dialogue between the characters was great. The screenplay was really well written. Steven Soderbergh's direction was excellent. I guess I would love to see Contagion now, because this film was really well directed, so I would love to see how Contagion was. Other things I liked about the movie, like I said, I loved the score by Thomas Newman. It was fantastic. I always loved Thomas Newman's work, so there's that. And the other thing I enjoyed about the movie, the thrills that are in the movie, the twist that is in the movie, I really enjoyed all of that. Now, the things I didn't like about the movie. Now, I really don't have too many complaints with this movie. My first big complaint with this movie, a few parts I felt, not that they were boring, it's just they were slow. I wanted the movie to, you know, get going a little more, especially in the beginning. Like, the first 5 minutes, I was like, alright, I'm really just, this is alright. And then, you know, Rooney Mara, she's contemplating that suicide, like I said, and then, you know, we get into the movie. And there were some parts in the middle I was like, a little slow here. Pick it up a little bit. Pick up the pacing. So, there's that with the movie. I'm not saying the movie's boring. No, I was into it. And the other thing I will say about this movie, the movie could have used a few more thrills, like I already mentioned. I would have liked a few more intense scenes. But the last thing I will say, which happens to be my biggest complaint with the movie, is the movie's genre. This movie is a thriller, but it's not necessarily a thriller. Like I said, it's a psychological thriller. Now, a psychological thriller is the kind of movie that makes you go in the theater and think. You have to be paying attention to every single part of the movie. If you lose focus for one part of the movie, you will be lost. If you get up during one part of the movie, you're going to lose what's going on with the movie. If you're expecting to walk into Side Effects and just be entertained for 2 hours with a pretty intense thriller, I would say don't go see the movie, because you have to honestly sit and put the pieces together of this mystery while you're watching it. You're not just going to have a fun time in the theater. You're going to have to actually use your brain and think. That's what I had to do with the movie. Now, I'm not saying I didn't like doing that. It's just, when I got out of the movie, I understood the ending and all. The overall, you know, what was really going on, I understood that, but there are a few parts of the story I'm a little confused on. I came out and I said, well, why is this character relevant? And I said, well, why did this happen? Why did that happen? I was a little lost on a few parts of the story, I'm not going to lie. I was confused on a few things. I understand the main part of the movie. I'm not saying I hated the movie because I was confused. I'm just saying that was one of my problems with the movie. Whenever a movie confuses me a little bit and I'm confused with something with the story, I have to demote the movie's score. That's just how I feel. I don't like when I feel that way when I watch a movie. So that is why I gave Side Effects an 8.25 out of 10, because I really was confused on a couple of plot points, and I'm sure people are also feeling this way. You will walk out saying, I'm a little unsure about some things that were going on in the movie. So I definitely need to watch this movie again. I will not go see it in the theaters. I never see a movie twice unless the movie absolutely amazes me. I will buy this movie on Blu-ray. Overall, guys, like I said, 8.25 out of 10. I do recommend you see it. It is definitely a good thriller. The ending was really good, and Jude Law's performance and the rest of the performances in the movie are just enough for me to recommend for you guys to go see the movie. And I wasn't the only one that was confused. Someone else walked out of the theater with me, and I heard them saying, I heard some of their friends saying, oh, well, this happened. They were explaining it to them because they were confused. So it's not just me. People will get confused with this movie. If you don't like thinking during the movie, if you just like sitting back, relaxing, and just not having to think about what's going on in the movie, then you definitely, this movie is not for you. But if you like thinking, if you like using your brain, if you like thinking about the mystery of what's going on in the movie, then you will definitely like Side Effects. Guys, like I said, I do recommend you check out Side Effects. Really good thriller. I can't wait to watch another Steven Soderbergh movie that I haven't seen yet. So yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. Surprisingly, a lot of people went to the theater. A lot of people were seeing it, so I guess there are a lot of Steven Soderbergh fans out there. So guys, thank you for watching my review of Side Effects. Check out my other movie reviews that are on my channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Check out Side Effects. Really good thriller. I'm really pleased with it. You know, I'm glad I saw it today. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.